Well, welcome, sports fans. We're at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Bill Hampton along with my sidekick, Terry McVeigh. Going to bring you tonight's game between the Bloomfield Wildcats and the Puxico Indians. Game number 19. This is in the to see who will play tomorrow night for 5th place. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Van Buren-Richland game. And so far today, Terry, we've had some pretty good basketball.
They have been pretty good games, especially the first game. The game between Hayti and South Penn might have been the most competitive game of the tournament. Hayti prevailed in that one, 60-54, but it was a competitive game, fun game to watch.
And Malden Donovan just finishing. Donovan Dons over the Green Wave, 65-49. On camera tonight is Kim Stokes, and we want to tell you tonight's game is brought to you by these fine folks: Three Rivers Community College, James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, taxes and more, and First State Bank and Trust. We want to thank those folks for making this game possible. We want to thank you, our fans, for telling us how much you enjoy high school basketball on YHC TV. We've had a lot of fun again at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Great hospitality and great food here. Just had a mess of fried chicken a while ago, and I tell you what, that was good. Yeah,
they switched up on us, and it was good chicken. I'd already eaten, and I saw the chicken. I had to eat a little bit more. This tournament is so well run. The hospitality is so good. You know, Eric Bowles, the tournament director, just does a magnificent job. And Brian White, the athletic director, and everybody in the administration of Nick Thiel, the superintendent, everybody in the administration of Bloomfield just does an excellent job putting on this tournament, making the teams and everybody that comes in feel welcome.
Well, they really do. And again, this is our 3rd year to bring this tournament on YHC TV, and we're just glad to do it, folks. We enjoyed it as much as you all enjoy watching it. And Terry McVeigh is a great student of the game, and just a lot of fun to call with. Enjoy calling with him. Tell you tonight's officials: Mike Buck, Todd Roth, and Jay Cookson. And this game's set for the starting lineups. We'll give those to you. Puxico will be the visiting team. They will be in black. The Bloomfield Wildcats, the home team, will be in white.
This is a rematch of a game a couple weeks ago, Puxico and Bloomfield. Bloomfield won that game, I believe, by 22. Leighton Hensley scored 29 in that game for Bloomfield. Yep. And I expect him to have a big game tonight for Bloomfield to win.
Puxico is coached by Mark Crane and assisted by John Walker. Puxico is a much improved team. You can tell them that they're getting a lot of confidence.
They are, and I was talking to somebody from Bloomfield earlier. They said, yeah, we won by 22, but this is a different Puxico team.
Yes.
It's a better Puxico team than what we played.
Jason Wood, a 6'3" senior, wears number 4. Number 10, Eric Williams, 5'10" senior. Cody Russell, a 6'2" senior.
Had 29 points the first night of the tournament.
And this may be one of the better players of the tournament, John Smith, a 6'2" junior.
He is just a joy to watch. He's averaging about 20 for the tournament. 24 the first night, right. Then 18 in their loss Saturday.
Travis Stewart rounds out their starting 5. Bloomfield Wildcats, Dustin Hicks, the coach, Jason Carnes and Nathan Connor, assistants. Number 11, Jacob McNeil, it's a 5'10" junior. Number 22, Garrett Rice, a 5'11" junior.
He hasn't been starting this tournament.
Number 24, Seth Hill, a 6' senior. Number 30, Derek Caldwell, a 6'1" junior.
That's another guy who's been coming off the bench and giving him good minutes.
And number 40, a 5'10" senior, Corey Smith.
Leighton Hensley is not starting.
Neither is Blake Harris, and I think that was from last night's. But at any rate, they'll see some action tonight. I guarantee you they will see some action.
Leighton Hensley scored 23 the first round game for Bloomfield in their win over South Penn. He only had 8s on Saturday. He was in foul trouble the entire game. But he's a key to both he and Harris are keys to the team, but I think especially Hensley underneath. Bloomfield will want to control the tempo of the game. Puxico will want the game to be have bodies and balls flying all over the place.
Bloomfield will open up in a 2-3 zone, being very aggressive. A takeaway right at the first of the game. Garrett over 2. Corey Smith puts it up and in. Garrett Rice with the takeaway, the steal.
Bloomfield's coming out pressing.
Turnover by the Indians. Bloomfield in that old traditional 1964, 65, 66, 2-2-1 zone press they made popular.
That press has been shown a little bit on this court before.
Yes, it has. Man, they were tough at it. Ball off of the foot of Seth Hill, out of bounds, turned over to the Puxico Indians. Just underway in this game number 19 of the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Wildcats on top of the Indians, 2-0. Smith down the sideline, and he's going to have a blocking foul. Blocking foul will be on number 40, Corey Smith, his first, team's first.
Smith will draw a lot of fouls. He's an aggressive player that knows how to get to the foul line. He's also probably, I was going to say one of their better shooters, but that's one of their better shooters too. It's Smith. Or not Stewart.
That was Stewart there.
Yeah. Stewart's to a man. Stewart's a good three-point shooter.
Puxico always seems to have good three-point shooters. Nice drive by Hill, couldn't get it to go. Rebound put up by McNeil. McNeil with his first 2. 4-0 Puxico Bloomfield on top. Ball off the foot.
Now this is the way Puxico wants to play is wide open.
Well, I think Bloomfield will play wide open with them. They like to go up down the floor.
Puxico, I don't know how best to describe it, but they like it when the ball's flying all over the place, the bodies are following.
Yep. John Smith that time shooting right-handed. He's a left-hander under the bucket. He is quite an athlete. He started as a freshman. He's a junior this year, and I've enjoyed watching him play all 3 years of this Bloomfield tournament. What a move by Caldwell. I mean, that was a power move. He put the old elbow out there and went around, didn't he?
Caldwell's given us some really good minutes.
He sure has.
In this tournament. He's given us some real good minutes.
Russell for 2.
Russell had 29 in their first round game, and then he had foul trouble, and I think he was held to 8 in the second round.
6-4. Wildcats on top of the Indians. Hill for 3. Will not go. Caldwell with the rebound. He's going to be fouled.
He's going to be on the floor. But there's Caldwell in the right place.
That's right. Number 4, Jason Wood, his first foul, team's first. You know, it's a funny thing when you block out.
Ball comes to you.
You generally are in the right place.
Yeah, when you block out, the ball comes to you.
Yep. Rice had the ball knocked out of his hands. Good defensive play by Eric Williams. Wildcats will inbound on the side. Rice to inbound. Bounce pass to Hill. Puxico in a man-to-man. Boy, look at that tough defense there.
Good man-to-man.
Yep. McNeil with the ball. Nice spin move, puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Smith.
Puxico will push it down the court. Russell.
Stewart.
I called one right.
Travis Stewart for 3 gives Puxico their first lead. 7-6, 5:18 to go in this first period. McNeil down in the corner, drives to the lane. Still driving, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on
Jason Wood.
Jason Wood, number 4, his second, team's second. Going to line to shoot 2 will be Jacob McNeil. McNeil's a 5'10 junior. First free throw good. That's been one of the Achilles heels of the Wildcats is their free throw shooting, Terry. Coming out for Puxico is Wood, and in for him is Joey Phillips, a 6'3 senior.
McNeil had a good-looking shot on both of those. Nice rotation.
8-7. Wildcats on
back
top.
to looks like a 1-3-1 on.
Yep.
They switched the press up, but they're still pressing.
Now they're wanting to trap. We've got
two hands to the body. That's pretty automatic. talking with Lloyd Rice the other night, and he in college ball now, you always have the hand checks, but if you get two hands on at the same time, no matter what you're doing, that's an automatic foul.
Second team foul on the Wildcats. Both teams now with 2. Williams down in the corner
Nice
for a jump
pull-up.
shot. Nice shot. That's our third lead change with 4:35 to go in the game. Puxico, or in the first quarter, Puxico 9, Bloomfield 8. Rice into Caldwell. Caldwell tries to take the ball to the hole. Ball out of bounds off of the Indians.
Again, Caldwell had good position. That's one thing that's impressive about the young man, is that he puts himself in a position to make the plays.
Coming in for the Wildcats, Dylan Bader, Leighton Hensley, and Blake Harris. And the first thing, the ball goes to Dylan Bader, and he puts it down and going to be fouled, go to the line to try to convert on the three-point play.
Haven't called Dylan Bader's name much in this tournament.
No, we haven't. Foul that time was on Travis Stewart, his first, team's third. Free throw up, scores it.
I'm not sure that's not his first action of the tournament.
I don't think I've seen him.
I don't think he's been there.
Nice drive that time by Cody Russell. We got a tied game.
Cody Russell can score a lot of points in a hurry. You saw, especially like he did against Tay on the first round game. Little hand check by Smith, and he's going to get the foul. Smith, looks like Smith's going to be guarding Hensley. That's going to be a good matchup.
Yes, it will be.
Hensley's listed at 6'2", but he can jump out of the gym.
We better check it. That foul's going to be on Travis Stewart, his second.
Put him on the bench. You don't need to get him anymore.
Hensley with the ball. He drives, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebounded in there by Harris. He puts it up, no good. Ball rebounded on the floor by Russell of the Indians.
And here comes
quickly to Phillips. Phillips gets the ball over to a guard. Smith for three, short. Out of bounds.
He was a little too open, I think.
Yep. Going to be over to the Wildcats. 11-11, 3:45 to go in this first period of play.
John Smith's a good shooter. He might have just been too open on that one.
You can be too open.
You can.
You start
just
thinking.
Surprise yourself, yeah. Instead of just reacting, you think about it.
Good defense that time by Russell. He pushes it down, doesn't he?
He does.
We're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball will go with Bloomfield.
Russell is a really high energy, and if he has the ball and he has a chance to get to the hole, he's going to take it to the hole, and he'll find a way to get the ball to the basket.
Yeah. Into the game for the Wildcats is Jacob Connor, a 5'10 senior. Connor gets it to McNeil. Again, Puxico in that man-to-man.
Good seal up by Bader, and Harris breaks off of that, turns it over. Bader had good position. Harris made a good cut. He just couldn't handle the pass.
Russell for three. Will not go. What a nice rebound, but Guilliams puts it up and in. 13-11. Puxico on top of Bloomfield. Harris down to Leighton Hensley, puts it up, scores it. His first basket.
I think first of many for Hensley. Like I said, he had 29 against Puxico earlier this year.
Smith gets the ball to Guilliams. Bloomfield in a man-to-man. Russell goes in, puts it up, scores it. I'll tell you what, the young man has a knack for the bucket, doesn't he?
He does.
That's our sixth lead change in the first quarter. Sixth lead change in the first quarter alone. Nice rebound by Harris. We're going to have a foul.
Tangled up there.
Foul's going to be on Joey Phillips of the Indians.
He and Harris got tangled up underneath.
Sure did. .206 to go in this first period. 15-13 Indians on top of the Wildcats.
Bloomfield already has 5 fouls. We've got 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Nice drive
by Hill. Couldn't get it to go. Ball rolled off. Under 2 minutes now of the first period.
Cadbury, a freshman, not playing for Puxico.
Oh, what a nice spin move of Smith. Can't get it to go. Rebound put up and in by Joey Phillips. Phillips with his first basket, 17-13.
That's one of John Smith's best moves.
Yes.
Is that spin move down the lane. He scores a lot of points off of that. He either takes it to the bucket or he pulls up from about the free throw line and makes the shot from there.
Blake Karras for three. And we've got a foul with the ball in the air. Foul will go against Bloomfield Wildcats. Foul is on number 33, Dylan Bader, his first, team's third. 17-16. What a great first quarter. This is a very good competitive
there's
game.
a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter.
Yes. Connor with the near steal, but slaps the ball out of bounds. Puxico will control it midcourt. Smith with the ball. He's going to drive in, stop from 10, scores it.
There's the stop pop that he can do. Free throw line extended.
19-16, 1 minute to go, and a turnover by the Wildcats. Coach Hicks not happy with that. There was a couple of technicals called last night on Bloomfield, and it was not on Coach Dustin Hicks.
No.
I talked to him earlier. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor with the Puxico Indians on top of the Bloomfield Wildcats, 19-16. We want to tell you this game tonight brought to you by James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. He's located on the Courthouse Square in Bloomfield. Phone 568-4000. That's James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. Also, taxes and more inside Wethington Tire at 200 North Prairie in Bloomfield. See Tanya M. Wethington for your taxes and bookkeeping. Phone 568-3833. That's taxes and more in Bloomfield. To carry on what I was going to say, I talked to Coach Hicks prior to when we first got here today, and I was unaware of who the technicals were on, but it was on the bench.
I didn't know who they were. Well, one of them right when they hit the tee, all the lights went out in the building.
That's when the power poles came down.
All the power poles came down, and the official was just getting his hands together to signal the tee, and all the lights went out.
I thought somebody was by the old switch and did turn it off.
And they turned it back on, and Bluefield had 6 more points. And Bluefield still pressuring the ball.
Russell with the ball. He's going to make something happen one way or the other. We can tell you that. Jonathan Gadberry is going to be fouled. He's a 5'8 freshman, getting a lot of experience here. Foul is going to be on Jacob Connor, his first. Team's fourth. 42 seconds to go in this first period of play. Gadberry to inbound for the Indians. Gets the ball to Russell. Oh, what a nice little move there by the postman, but can't get it to go. Joey Phillips going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That was a good entry pass by Russell. Gets it over to Phillips on his right hand to where he can just make that little right move past Hensley.
Hensley commits his first foul, team's fifth. Both teams now with 5 fouls. First free throw in and out by Phillips. Been a good first quarter of play. I'm telling you, I've enjoyed this. Second one, it goes. Puxico on top by 4. Bloomfield with the ball. Got plenty of time to score. Coach Hicks wanting to spread the floor.
Puxico standing in man-to-man. Bloomfield going for the last shot.
Here's a young guy comes off the bench, Jacob Connor. Watched him play last year, watched him play this year. He's a role player. He comes in, he knows what he's supposed to do. And he comes in and gives them some very valuable minutes.
Interception by John Smith.
Yep. And we're going to have a foul on Seth Hill. Hill's first, team 6. Puxico will inbound at center court with 4.6 seconds to go in his first period of play, up 4 points.
Plenty of time to get a good shot off.
Yes.
They're probably going to line it up for Smith with Russell triggering in. Over to Smith. He'll go against Harris. Stop. Go to the lane. And that's a big 2-point swing.
John Smith gets a big bucket before the horn sounds in the first quarter. It's the Puxico Indians 22, the Bloomfield Wildcats 16. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
First State Bank and Trust in Dexter supports our high school athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, and teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Bloomfield Christmas tournament. That's First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. Call 624-3919. Terry, what do you think about this first quarter?
Well, that last 10 seconds of the first quarter could be very important. Bloomfield had the ball, and they were working for the last shot. They turned the ball over. Puxico gets it out of bounds with 4.5 seconds left, and John Smith takes it to the lane and gets a layup, scores the point. There's the 4-point swing, and it's a 6-point lead for Puxico.
Smith still with the ball. Gets the ball to Williams, to Gadberry. Gadberry inside,
A little
and they
walk.
call for steps. Yep. Bloomfield's 3 for 3 from the line. Puxico 1 for 2. Puxico has a 1-3, and also the Bloomfield Wildcats 1-3. Hensley with the ball to McNeil. McNeil for 3. Does not even draw iron. Puxico into the front court. Smith just inside the 3-point line. It's short, but gets his own rebound. Gadberry with the ball, gets it to Russell.
They pull up instead of just going back up with the ball. He sets up the offense.
Russell puts it up, will not go.
And
Smith
over the back.
That's his first foul. Team
Good.
6.
Good rebounding position by Blake Harris.
Yes. Both teams now will be in the bonus on the next foul. 22-16, 7:14 to go in this second period of play. Seth Hill with the ball. He's a sophomore for the Wildcats. A lot of young players in this tournament, Terry.
There are.
Corey Smith with the shot, scores it, his second bucket of the night, 22-18. We had 6 lead changes in that first quarter.
And there are a lot of points scored, but with the kind of pressure they're putting on, you think there'd be more turnovers. There had been an inordinate amount of turnovers.
Williams with the nice pull up, but can't get it to go. Smith with a big rebound.
I only have Puxico with 3 turnovers first quarter, Bloomfield with 5. Nice feed by Hensley.
It sure was. And Seth Hill there with good hands puts it up. 22-20. First bucket by Hill. John Smith with the ball. Gives it to Russell. That's the first time I've not seen Russell try to go to the bucket as soon as he got it.
Not right away.
Guys. Into the big guy. He puts it up. Can't get it to go. It's Joey Phillips. Ball out of bounds off of Bloomfield. Puxico will keep possession. Gadberry with the ball. He'll bring it across the timeline.
Good defense by McNeil.
Gadberry picked the ball up in a bad position, and Coach Crane called a quick 30-second timeout.
Yeah, he called it just in time for a 5-second call.
Well, again, this game tonight being brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, taxes and more, and also First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. Starting to be a pretty good crowd to fill in.
They're starting to come in. It's a weekday afternoon, so people be getting off work here. This is Bloomfield Puxico. If this game was being played at 5:30 or 6, the place would be packed.
And I guarantee when that Dexter Burney
When
plays,
Dexter Burney plays, we won't.
we may ask him to turn the air conditioner on. It has not been on today. We're plenty warm.
Yes.
We're like to froze to death the first 2 days.
Turn it over. Nice steal by Harris.
Nice steal by Harris. He puts it up and scores it. Blake Harris with his second bucket of the night. He now has 5. 22-22 with 5:30 to go in this second period of play. Williams with the ball to Smith. Bloomfield still in that man-to-man. Switched off that time. Smith tries the baseline. He's going to put it up underneath. Will not go. Rebounded by Smith. Hill with the ball. Gets it to Smith. Smith from 15. Will not go. Rebounded by Williams. Nobody under the basket.
No.
Except black shirts.
There were about 3 or 4 under there.
Russell's going to drive, loses it out of bounds. Turnover by the Indians. Coming in for the Wildcats is Rice and Caldwell. And coming in for Puxico.
One thing you note about both
Gadberry.
Russell and Smith being on the same team is a little bit unusual that both of those guys get most of their points off the dribble.
Yes, they sure do. They make it happen. Smith with a big move and puts it in.
Down.
Wow. Nice move by Corey Smith. Third foul that time on Travis Stewart of the Indians.
Bloomfield's on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter.
Free
9.
throw good. 25-22 with 4:35 to go. For 3 is the freshman Gadberry, in and out. Rebounded in there by Williams. He puts it up, can't get it to go. Smith with the rebound for the Wildcats. Gets the ball over to Harris, and the ball is stolen by Russell. Russell gets it to Williams. Williams bounce passes to
Stewart.
To the freshman there. Stewart, or the freshman, to the senior, excuse me. Oh, nice drive by Hill. He scores it. Seth Hill, coast to coast.
Now we're getting into the chaos.
27-22. Bloomfield with a 5-point lead.
Stewart again,
for 3,
and he can hit it.
Scores it.
That's his second 3.
That's the first. That's his first. Yeah,
Is that his first?
You're right. You're right. I gave it to John Smith. Both start with an S, don't they?
That's right.
Smith with the rebound. 27-25.
Garrett Rice
Bloomfield
back in
on
the
top.
game for Bloomfield.
Yep. Russell swings it to Stewart. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rice of the Wildcats.
Pass was a little bit behind Stewart. Rice was there to almost make the interception, create the turnover.
Jason Wood in for Travis Stewart for the Indians. Smith with the ball.
Bloomfield's in the zone off of the inbounds pass.
We're going to have a foul. Foul is going to be on Blake Harris of the Wildcats. His first, team 7th. The line for a 1-and-1 will be John Smith. Smith has 6 points. Has not been to the free throw line tonight. Free throw will not go. Caldwell with the rebound on the floor. Bloomfield a chance to add to that 2-point lead. Hill's going to put it up from 3. In and out.
Almost
Rebounded
drew rain
by
with that.
Phillips. Yes.
Yeah, in this tournament, I've said about a couple of shooters, they need to get more arch on it. I don't think we need to say that about Hill.
Williams' shot will not go. Harris with the rebound. He's going to bring it down the floor. Ball taken away by Russell. We're going to have a foul on Caldwell. Derek Caldwell, his first.
That was a good foul.
Yes. We had a breakaway.
Yeah, if he doesn't commit that foul, it's 2 points for Russell.
Cody Russell the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Both teams in a bonus now. Still got 2:50 left in the half.
Russell now with 7 points. Second one will not go. Smith comes away with it. 27-26, 2:45 to go in the first half of play. Bloomfield on top of Puxico. It's been a good match. Hill drives, picks his dribble up, gives it to Rice. Rice to Harris. Williams on him. Harris puts it up, will not go. Rebounded by Smith, and we've got a reach-in foul on Blake Harris, his second. McNeil checking back in for the Wildcats. Going out is Blake Harris.
They don't want him to get his third foul with only two and a half minutes left in the half.
Right. John Smith to the line. He's 0 for 1 from there tonight. Next foul on Bloomfield will be the double bonus for Puxico. Smith's first free throw good. Boy, he's got good form, good action. 7 in the game. And Puxico with a 1-point lead. That's our 8th lead change of the game, second of the half.
And Rustin pressuring it out front. Knocks the ball away, and Rustin ends up with it. And he.
That's twice now that he has ended up with the ball and somebody's fouled him on a breakaway.
He has good hands for a defender.
Second foul on Jacob McNeil of the Wildcats. To the line to shoot 2 will be Cody Russum.
Puxico is down the double bonus.
Yep. Russum is now 2 for 3 from the line.
That's a good shooter's roll. He was well short of that, and it just rolled over the front of the rim.
Hensley and Connor in for the Wildcats. Caldwell and McNeil out. Russum's second shot off the rim, rebounded by Hensley. Gets the ball to Hill.
Hensley's been quiet this game so far.
He sure has. He's not got into the flow of the game. And when it does, you'll know it.
Yeah, he started the game on the bench, and he really hadn't gotten into it.
Garrett with a drive, puts it up. Garrett Rice and scores it. Garrett Rice, his first bucket, 29 all, with 1:45 to go. Russell to Smith. Smith inside from 14, puts it up, scores it. John Smith starting to heat up. He has 10 and a half.
And that's where Smith gets his points. He pulls up in there, and he'll go to the lane or pull up like he did right then. Another steal by Russell.
Tell you at Russell something now, folks. He went in for the layup and missed it. Connor with the rebound. It's getting vocal in here. Hill's going to drive. He stops from 12. Will not go. Short. But good block out by Phillips. He gets the ball to Smith. We're down to 1:10 to go in this first half. 31-29. Puxico on top.
Whoa, that's late long.
Wood from 3 will not go. Rebounded by Bader. Quickly down in the corner to Connor. He hits Hensley with it. Now this is where he likes to go. Connor for 3. No good. Rebounded by. Oh, what a nice move. But Bader gets it to go. What a beautiful shot.
For somebody we hadn't seen before tonight in this game, Bader's looking pretty good.
That may have been the prettiest shot I've seen of the tournament. That was beautiful.
Sure was. He's a sophomore.
Russell for 3. Misses and ball out of bounds off of the Bloomfield Wildcats. Good hustle that time by Garrett Rice, but just off his fingertips. 31 seconds to go, 31-0. Folks, this has been a D-A-N-D-Y dandy. I'm telling you, I love it. Good ball game.
Puxico, I don't think they're going to hold the ball. And I don't think Bloomfield's going to hold the ball either.
Leighton Hensley.
There's Leighton Hensley with the breakaway.
Yeah, that's a Leighton Hensley we're used to.
There's Leighton Hensley with the breakaway.
33-31.
Rustin's a little slow getting up the court.
Williams in the corner. We're down to 5 seconds. Russell has it. He puts it up as ball tipped around, and the horn goes off to end the first half of play. It's the Bloomfield Wildcats 33, the Puxico Indians 31. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more with our halftime stats.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Terry, a good first half of play by both teams.
How many lead changes?
We had a total of 9 lead changes. Had actually 10. Excuse me. Had 6 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter.
I think that tells you everything you want to know about that first half. It's high energy, both teams. The scoring slowed down a little bit. I think it was 22-16 after the end of the first quarter. The scoring slowed down some, but the pace of the game didn't slow down much at all. Neither team, both teams are playing hard defense. Bloomfield had 9 turnovers. They've made 1 out of 5 threes. Puxico I had for only 6 turnovers. Then they've made 2 out of 6 on their threes. But both teams are pressuring the ball. Both teams are pushing the ball. We got Bloomfield up by 2, and Leighton Hensley, their leading scorer, has been pretty silent the first half. So I think we're going to see, we have 10 lead changes so far. I think we're going to see quite a few more before this game's over with.
Let's give the scoring here in the first half of play for the Bloomfield Wildcats. Corey Smith with 7, 5 to Blake Harris, 4 each to Jacob McNeil, Leighton Hensley, Seth Hill, also 5 to Dylan Bader. And boy, did he have a nice,
Bader had a very good
half.
first half.
And you had 2 each to Garrett Rice and 2 to Derek Caldwell. Now Bloomfield had 8 players that scored in that first quarter. Bloomfield 5 for 5 for the free throw line, and I said in the game that this has been their Achilles heel of free throws. And Coach Hicks will tell you that they've not shot the free throws well, but right now they're 5 for 5. That's what's got them the lead. They have 1 3-pointer, as you mentioned, for the Puxico Indians. 10 points by John Smith, 8 by Cody Russell, 6 by Travis Stewart, 4 by Eric Williams, and 3 by Joey Phillips. And they're 5 for 9 from the free throw line, they being the Puxico Indians, and they have 2 3-pointers. Foul-wise, Travis Stewart with Puxico has 3 fouls, 2 to Jason Wood, 1 to John Smith, and 1 to Joey Phillips. For Bloomfield, 2 to McNeil, 2 to Harris, 1 each to Hensley, Hill, Caldwell, Connor, Dylan Bader, and Corey Smith. So all in all, it's been a great first half of play. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk with Dennis Shearer with Shearer Insurance Services in Malden.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, our halftime guest is Dennis Shearer with Shearer Insurance Services, Farmers Insurance Group at 406 North Douglas in Malden. Dennis, what do you think the first half?
Well, let me tell you, those 2 teams get after it, don't they?
Get that thing a little closer there so we can hear you a little bit. They do get after it.
Yeah, Puxico still got the fast break basketball.
Oh,
team,
yes.
don't they? Got two I think, outstanding ball players, or good ball players anyway. I don't know their name, but number 11.
Smith and Russell.
Yeah.
11 and 15.
They stand out.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Dennis, for all you folks that are tuning in and not used to seeing Dennis, he used to coach basketball up at Piedmont, played ball there, played college ball over at the College of the Ozarks, and came to Malden, did a little coaching there, got into the insurance business, and has been very, very successful there. Dennis, you got a big agency?
Well, we got a fair-sized agency. I wouldn't call it big, but we're working on making it big.
All you need is, you don't want everybody's business, just want mine.
Yeah, exactly.
But this has been a good ball game. We've seen 2 good ball games before this one, but this one may be the best of the tournament.
2 well-coached teams.
Yes.
They both play good fundamentals. They both play good defense. You know, block out good. It's been enjoyable for me to watch them.
Yep. That's Dennis Shearer. Dennis, thanks for stopping by and visiting with us. Come back and see us again.
Appreciate it.
All
We'll
right.
do that. Thank you.
All right. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, the second half just about to get started here. Terry, I want to tell you about the seating. I was at the tournament. Of course, each coach, they start alphabetically. Bernie was first, and they go around the room. And when they got to Puxico, Coach Mark Crane said, I want to say this about my team. We're young, we're inexperienced, but we play hard, and we're going to get better as the year goes along. You had just made a statement at the first that Bloomfield had beaten this Puxico team by 20-plus in regular season about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we were talking about just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and you could see Puxico with a lot of confidence with that win. I believe it was over Hayti.
Yes.
Am I correct on that?
First game of the tournament, they beat Hayti by about 8 points, I believe, 8 or 11 points.
And from there on, they have just, they seem to play with the air of confidence that, hey, we're here, we can play with people.
Well, and the bulk of their scoring is no surprise in this game, and I think most of the games this year is by Russom and John Smith. Those are good two good basketball players. But on the offensive end, they try. Russom is more of a slasher and find a way to put the ball in the hole. Smith is a little bit more tempo, and he gets most of his points off the dribble. But they're both just good offensive basketball players. Bloomfield spreading it out a little bit more. They've got 8 people that have scored, which is more than usual for them. But as we said at the break, Leighton Hensley's been quiet. He scored 29 against Puxico in their win. I expect him to come out and we'll call his name a little bit more.
Yeah, I do too. Hill with the ball. Bloomfield will start the second half with the ball. We've got a quick foul.
Well, Russom, I believe. That's just his first. The last game they played in their loss to Dexter, he was in foul trouble a lot and spent a lot of time on the bench because of that.
Ball passed out of bounds. Turnover on the Wildcats. Ball will go with the Puxico Indians. Just underway in the second half. Glad you joined us for high school basketball. Smith working against Harris. Williams with a drive down the lane and puts a nice shot up and scores it. We've got a tied game. Oh, nice move again by Corey Smith on the baseline.
Nice touch on that ball.
I tell you, the young man just impresses me. He just gets it done.
Yes.
And that's all you ask. Just give us your best. Smith with a spin move, puts it up, scores it.
And that's where he scores.
Well, we're getting ready for a second lead.
About 10 feet out in, Smith's going to score a lot of points.
We're getting ready for a second lead change of the second half already. McNeil with the shot put up, would not go. Rebounded by Williams.
Nice step in by Hensley. He saw the pass coming. He's like a defensive back looking at the quarterback's eyes.
Russom commits the foul. It's going to be his second.
Saw the pass coming in. He just stepped in front and made a real nice steal.
It's amazing when you put yourself in a position to see not only your man but the ball too.
Yes.
Smith trying to put up a shot along the baseline. He's fouled. The foul's going to go against Joey Phillips, his second. The team's third already in this half. Smith has been to the line once. He's hit that one, and he also hits this one. He now has double-digit figures. He has 10 in the game for the Wildcats. Corey Smith, a 5'10 senior. Next one up, scores it. Smith with the ball. Gets it down to Wood. Wood for three. In and out. Rebound by Hensley. Hensley down the court. Gets it to Harris.
Almost crossed the midcourt line.
Almost.
Now Hensley's taken to the hole.
That's going to be the third foul on Cody Russell. Fourth foul on the Wildcats.
That's 2 quick ones on him this half, and he's a little disgusted with himself.
Hensley, the line
he
to
is the
shoot
monster
2.
tube too.
He what?
He is the monster tube, Mr. Russell.
He plays with a lot of high level of energy.
He does that.
He's explaining to the bench over there what happened. Second one, scores it.
Or his version of what happened.
The referee was not in the right position to see.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I never did think that. I always thought they made the right calls, especially as a coach.
Yeah.
With the ball. Guillaumes tried to hit.
There's Hensley
Phillips
with another
inside.
steal.
Yep. And Russell comes right back with it. Boy, he hasn't slowed up, has he? I tell you, that young man just goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, towards the end of the first half, I thought he was getting down the court a little bit slow, but he got in the locker room, got some energy.
Got some Gatorade. He puts it up and in.
And that's how he scores. He gets those turnarounds and just gets the ball to drop in somehow.
39-37, Wildcats on top of the Indians. 5.5 minutes to go. Russell has committed his 3rd foul of the half.
No, I believe that one's on Gilliams.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I saw the one finger go up there, and I just knew it. Oh, look at there. Nice pick that time and a good inbounds pass. Corey Smith, the recipient of the layup.
That's one of the problems with playing the zone off of the inbounds passes. You don't always – sometimes you lose the guy down the middle.
Blake McNeil with a blocking foul for the Wildcats. 41-37, 5:23 to go in this 3rd period of play. Bloomfield on top of Puxico by 4. Smith across the timeline. Working against Harris.
Almost got in there. Another 3.
Stewart, what a nice 3. He's got 3 of them now. 41-40, Bloomfield's lead down to 1. Smith gets it to Hensley. Over to McNeil. McNeil looking for an inlet pass to someone. Stewart with a near steal.
Hensley explodes down the lane. Can't get it to go.
Hill with a nice pick up there and puts it up and in. Seth Hill now has 6 in the game. 43-40. 4:35 to go in this 3rd period of play. Oh, what a nice spin there by John Smith. Smith with 4 1/4, 14 in the game. 43-42. Bloomfield on top by 1. McNeil has a ball. He drives, but he's going to be called. There's going to be a foul on the floor. Foul is going to be on Travis Stewart, his 4th.
The last 2 times down the court for Puxico, I think kind of shows you how Russell and Smith kind of complement each other. Russell's the more frantic player, just any way to get the ball up to the bucket, where Smith is much more measured, controls the tempo, and makes the shots that way. They complement each other well.
I tell you, Bloomfield ran that inbound play a while ago, and Smith shot it, couldn't get it to go, tipped up by Hensley. He couldn't get it to go, and we're going to have a
foul.
Reach-in foul by Harris, his 3rd.
He almost had the clean steal.
Jonathan Gadberry, the freshman, in for Travis Stewart, who has 4 fouls for Puxico. Russell from 3. He's going to put it up from downtown. It's short. Smith with the rebound. Harris across the timeline. Gets it into Hensley. Puts it up and off the board. Nice shot by Leighton Hensley.
Hensley's going to start asserting himself in this half. A couple of trips ago, he exploded down the lane. This time he goes into heavy traffic, puts it up.
We got
and
a
there's
foul
Smith. That's on the floor. Smith is one of those guys, he gets in a rhythm on his dribble and just, and whenever he hits the right rhythm, that's when he kind of explodes. He measures the defender.
Garrett Rice with his 1st foul, team's 3rd. Russell with the ball on the wing. Gets it out to Smith. Back to
Bloomfield playing
Russell.
the zone off the inbound.
Yep, 2-3. Cadbury over to Smith. Smith to Williams. To Gadberry. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rice. Knocked out of the hands of Gadberry. 3:13 to go in this third period of play. 45-42, Bloomfield on top. Williams for three in the corner. It's short, but rebounded by Smith. We got a jump ball. Jump ball will stay with the Indians. Jacob Connor in for Bloomfield Wildcats. Calls that jump ball. Caldwell coming in for Smith for the Wildcats.
Another steal by Hensley. That's his third in this quarter.
He has a knack. A lot of ball players have a knack where the ball is. What a nice drive that time by
Rice.
Garrett Rice.
Garrett Rice, who is a starter for the first time in this tournament and has played a very good game.
Yes, he has. John Smith with a shot. Will not go. Rebound on the floor by Jacob Connor. 47-42. Bloomfield up by 5. 2.5 minutes to go. Rice going to drive it, but he brings it back out, gives it to Connor. Gets it back to Rice. Rice in to Smith.
Trying to get the steal.
Caldwell. Caldwell puts it up, scores it.
And again, he got the defender on his hip and just spun around him for the layup.
Bloomfield with his biggest lead, 7. 2:12 to go in the third quarter, 49-42. Russell at the top of the key, gives off to Smith. Smith being guarded by Rice. Smith's going to drive, gives off to the freshman Gadberry, puts it up, scores
Nice
it.
looking shot. Smith drew all 4 defenders to him, and Gadberry's over on the corner for about a good 12-footer.
We're going to have a reach-in foul on Eric Williams, his second. Team 7th to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Leighton Hensley. Well, they're already in a bonus.
They're already in the bonus with the minute 42 left in the third quarter, and Bluefield's only committed 3 fouls.
Derek Jones, a 6'4 sophomore, in for Joey Phillips for Puxico.
I believe that's his first action.
Hensley's first free throw up and good.
Well, their Achilles heel hadn't beat it. I'm not going to say anything.
I
don't
haven't
say
said
a word.
word.
Don't say a word.
Coach Hicks, I've not said one word.
Okay. Whew.
Now, when the game's over with, then I'll make
then
my
we'll
statement,
talk about
okay?
it.
We've got timeout on the floor with the Bloomfield Wildcats on top of Puxico Indians, 51-44. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
This game tonight brought to you by First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. They support our high school athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Bloomfield Christmas tournament. That's First State Bank and Trust. Call 624-3919, and they're located in Dexter. Also, taxes and more inside Wethington Tower at 200 North Prairie in Bloomfield. See Tanya M. Wethington for your taxes and bookkeeping. Phone 568-3833. That's taxes and more in Bloomfield. We want to thank those folks for bringing this game tonight. And, boy, you're seeing a dandy, folks. This is
a dandy, and it's going to be, I think the fourth quarter is going to be one of those real good ones.
You know what we've got brewing, don't you?
A barn burner.
We've got a barn burner brewing in Bloomfield.
We're going to have ourselves a time. Strap in, folks.
Well, we had got to say it much of this tournament. Somebody's calling me right now to remind me.
And this is on tape delay.
Yeah. Russell with the shot, misses. Smith with the rebound. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. John Smith has 14 in the game, has a chance to add to his point total.
Smith's averaged over 20 in this tournament.
Second foul on Seth Hill. First free throw good by Smith. I'll tell you what, Terry, we like to froze to death the first 2 nights. Now it's warming up in here.
It's getting to feel more like Bloomfield Christmas tournament.
John Pohl now in for Jonathan Gadberry. Pohl now is a 5'9 junior. Second one short by Smith. Rebounded by Russell. Put it up, will not go. And we've got a push foul.
That'll be his third or fourth.
It's going to be his fourth.
They can
They didn't need that.
afford to lose him.
No. Going the line for a 1-and-1 will be Leighton Hensley.
Because they already have some scoring that's sitting on the bench in Stewart. He's their best three-point shooter, and he's over at the end of the bench. He's sitting there with 4. Now Rustin's going to join him.
Hensley's free throw in and out. Rebounded by Derek Jones. In for Puxico. Smith with the ball. Gets the ball to Williams. Williams goes along the baseline, down to Jones. He puts it up. He's going to be fouled. Derek Jones, a 6'4 sophomore, to the line to shoot 2.
That was an excellent
entry pass. Good pass.
Good court awareness for the young man.
Seth Hill with his third foul. Jones' first free throw, scores it. You know, for the Wildcats is Andrew Wilson. His first time into the game. He's a 5'10 senior. Out is Hill. Coach Jim Hall and I were doing a game last night. We were talking about getting the ball in the center. When you do that, if people get on you, there's somebody open on the outside.
Yeah, you open up the outside.
Sure. Nice pass down.
Another nice bend by Caldwell.
You know, Caldwell.
I can't say enough about the way he's played in this tournament.
And I mean this nicely, okay? He's a big boy.
Yes.
He moves a lot quicker than what you give him credit for. I mean, he's moving quickly. Wood in for attempted a shot, will not go, but he's going to draw the foul.
Now, Caldwell doesn't have the prototype basketball body. But he puts himself in a good position, and he's made 2 baskets.
Yes, he has
in this quarter that are just real nice spin moves where he gets the defender off his hip.
Caldwell out. In for him is Cody Redcloud. I tell you, Bloomfield has gone deep on their bench tonight, haven't they?
A lot deeper than they've been this tournament.
Second shot by Wood will not go, but rebounded by the Wildcats. Wood puts up a shot, will not go, rebounded by Hensley. To Connor. 53-47, 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bloomfield on top of Puxico.
Bloomfield's going for the last shot. Rice will pull it back. He break in, pull it back. He's double teamed.
We've got a jump ball.
It goes back to Bloomfield.
Rice was doing a nice job handling the ball, then he lost the handle on it.
Then he lost it.
Yep. Harris coming in for Connor. 12.8 seconds to go, 53-47.
Making an offensive substitution.
Hensley over 2.
Rice with nice drive down the middle.
He's going to be fouled.
Real nice move down the middle. Puxico and everybody else in the gymnasium was looking for Rice to either dish it to Harris or Hensley, but he took it on in. He's drew the foul. He's going to shoot a couple.
That was Andrew Wilson. I was trying to get the name out a while ago. He's into the game for the Wildcats. I'll tell you, Coach Hicks has played a lot of guys in this game. Shot in and out by Rice.
Get some defensive substitutions. Make sure that Hensley or Harris don't commit another foul.
We've got Bader and Connor into the game. Bader had played a very important first half.
He did.
I really liked his play there. 1 second to go. Shot. Well, that one was put up a little long, but that ends the third quarter of play with the Bloomfield Wildcats 54, and the Puxico Indians 47. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, before we start this fourth quarter, I want to tell you this game tonight brought to you by James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, is located on the Courthouse Square in Bloomfield. Phone 568-4000. That's James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. Terry, a good third quarter by the Bloomfield Wildcats.
Very good third quarter by Bloomfield, and then they set themselves up for the fourth quarter. They've got some fresh legs in because of the substitutions by Coach Hicks. He's used probably 10 or 11 players in this game. Whereas Puxico has two of their three scorers, that being Stewart and Russell. They're starting this quarter on the bench. They both have 4 fouls, so Puxico is going to, most of their scoring is going to have to come from John Smith, and he's more than capable, but he could use some help from the two guys that are sitting on the bench. I expect by about the 4 or 5 minute mark they're going to get in unless it starts getting out of hand before that, and the coach will have to bring him in earlier.
Well, they're going to have to use their head and stay out of trouble.
Yes. Yeah, they've made some foolish fouls.
Yeah, you're going to have to play defense with your feet, not your hands. Pass down to Wood, puts it up, scores it. Jason Wood with his first 2 of the game. Big bucket, they needed it. McNeil quickly down the floor for the Wildcats. Tried to hit.
That'll be over and back.
It's going to be over and back. Violation.
Just a 5-point game. And if Puxico can hang in this game until about the 4 or 5 minute mark with Russell and Stewart on the bench, they're going to be in good shape. But that's going to be big 4 minutes. This next 3 or 4 minutes is going to be big for them.
Anytime you got a John Smith that can fill it up like he can, you're not out of the game unless you're down 20.
And he can fill it up, and he can also control tempo well.
He sure can. Ball put up that time
nice
by
hustle.
Derek Jones. Couldn't get it to go, but ball out of bounds.
Good hustle by John Pulnow, number 34. Good hustle trying to get that ball.
Harris for 3. Will not go.
Fouls on
Corey Smith. It's going to be his second. It's going to be the team's 6th, or team's 7th. They're going to go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
I think coach is telling Harris they probably didn't need that shot right then.
Well, that's one of those that if he makes it, I mean, the momentum is, it's going. If you miss it, the other team's got it. Now they're going to the line while the clock's stopped, and a chance to get more valuable points.
It was early in the possession. You really.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing.
Oh, I understand. But you're right. It's one of those don't shoot it. What a shot.
Yeah. Pull it out.
Yeah.
Way to go. That's what I told you. Go ahead and put that ball up. Wood connecting on both free throws. Wood goes up. Coming in for him is Joey Phillips. 54-51. Puxico's pulled back within 3.
And Wood's getting him some minutes off the bench. Got the last 4 points for Puxico.
Corey Smith with a shot. Scores it. That's his 15th point tonight.
He's had a good, solid game.
I have to say this so far. Bloomfield's defense on John Smith has been very good.
I don't know how
Bloomfield
many
comes away with it.
There's John Smith with the steal.
Smith takes it back. Trying to hit Hensley on a breakaway, and Hensley was open. They just couldn't get it to him.
And there's another
Hensley
steal
with another
by
steal.
Leighton.
He's going to take
Hensley.
it. He's going to take it in, folks. He puts it up. Will not go. Ball tipped around. Williams comes away with it for the Wildcats. Has it tipped out of his hands, gets it back, and knocked out of bounds by Hill of the Wildcats.
That's at least 4 steals in this half by Hensley.
Okay, here comes your 2 guys in. We were talking about. You said the 5-minute mark, and there it is, 6-11.
I believe he thinks now's the time that if they're
Well,
going to get back in this game and win it, now's the time to do it. He can't let them get further behind.
Russell and Stewart back in for the
Going to get Smith
Indians.
a breather.
And Smith is going out for a quick breather. Russell gets the ball to Stewart. Nice spin move, but will not go that time by Phillips.
Good hustle of Hill, though. Pull now.
Phillips inside again, will not go. Rebound that time by Hensley. He gets the ball over to Harris. Harris quickly down the floor, gets it back to Hensley. Hill to Harris. Puxico in that man-to-man. Driving is Harris. Oh, nice
spin move by
drive.
Harris.
His 7th point of the game.
He drove by one Puxico defender and threw 2 of them. Smith's going to get back in the game. They can't wait any longer.
Yep. Russell for 3.
That's his 4th, I believe.
Oh,
Was that
Russ? That was Russell, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it was Stewart.
You know, it was Stewart. My fault.
Hensley goes hard to the basket.
58-54, 5:07 to go in this game. Hensley's to the line to shoot 2. The foul that time on John Polnow.
Bloomfield's in the double bonus.
Scores the first. Caldwell back in for the Wildcats. Going out is Smith. In for Indians is Smith, and going out is Polnow. Harris' second free throw, he scores it. Stewart with a shot, it's short.
Little deflection.
Rice quickly. I tell you, I'm impressed with this Rice.
I am too. I think he's played a good game.
He handles the ball well. He knows where he is on the floor. I mean, there's a lot to that. I mean, people say, well, what do you mean? He knows he's on the floor out there.
Well, no, it's knowing where you are, knowing where everybody else is.
That's exactly right.
Good entry pass by Harris down to Caldwell.
I tell you, Caldwell has got some good hands now.
And that was a good bounce pass.
Yes, it was.
We don't see enough bounce passes anymore. That was a good bounce pass.
Smith with the drive. He's going to pick up the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul that time is going to be on Caldwell. His 3rd. Team's 8th.
And that move by Smith, I think we're going to see that for the rest of the quarter. We're going to see Smith and Russell really attacking the basket.
Well, that's a John Smith move.
Yes.
He makes it happen. He either stops and pulls up and shoots, or he takes it all the way in. Just whatever he has created. He has got a knack for finding the center of that court.
And he finds a way to score.
He now has 17 in the game. 62-56. Puxico needs a stop. Bloomfield trying to make a basket and take a bigger lead here, extend that lead. Nice inlet pass there to Leighton Hensley. He puts it up and in. Hensley with 12 now in the game.
Good spin over John Smith.
And when he spins, it's an explosion, isn't it? It's
yes.
not slow motion. Russell driving, has a ball go off his foot. Shot put up by Phillips will not go. Harris with the rebound. Coach Hicks wants them to slow it down. 3:45 to go in the game. They're going to spread the floor.
Stewart with the steal, with the attempt, he's got 4 fouls.
Hensley works his way underneath. We're going to have a foul on John Smith. Smith's second. The line to shoot 2 will be Leighton Hensley.
And now's the time for Hensley to start asserting himself. Last 2 times down the court, he's gone to the basket. He's scored 2 and getting ready to go to the line. And I believe he scored the last 4 points.
Hensley now with 13 in the game. I gave one of those buckets to Harris. Was it Hensley that scored?
I think it's Hensley that scored
Okay,
that.
we'll give it back to him then. Second one rolls around and falls in. He now has 16 in the game. 3.5 minutes to go. Puxico trails by 10. Biggest lead for the Wildcats. Shot from the corner, but Stewart will not go. It's short. Caldwell with the rebound. Couldn't see an open Hensley down the floor, but just as well, they're going to eat some time away on that clock. Caldwell inside. Look at the quick move. Look at the quick move.
Good quick move. He gets his defender on his hip and spins, and he's either going to be fouled or he's going to make a layup.
Foul that time on Joey Phillips, his third. The line to shoot 2 is Derek Caldwell. Caldwell with 8 in the game, has not been to the free throw line tonight. First one up, scores it.
Couldn't tell it by that.
Nope. Chance to go into double figures if he makes this. Scores the second one. We've got timeout on the floor. With timeout on the floor, the Bloomfield Wildcats on top of the Puxico Indians with 3:09 to go. 68-56. You're watching high school basketball on YHC-TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Kim, if you can, scan over and get a picture of our trophy here that going to be presented to the teams here. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett, providing the trophies again this year. Lloyd Smith, one of our color guys here on the YHC for this tournament. Lloyd, who'd I say?
Lloyd Smith.
Lloyd Smith. Excuse me, Lloyd Smith. Lloyd Rice. And
you're going back to the political days.
Going
now,
back to the political days. Head of the Republican Party of the state of Missouri, Lloyd Smith. But Lloyd Rice from Skeeter Kells. And I tell you what, a beautiful trophy, and they've got them on display down in the hospitality area. Lloyd brought one up for us. Again, Lloyd Rice, he helps us with our basketball here at the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, along with several others. We appreciate every one of them and know that you do get some expertise calls in.
There's Caldwell being in the right place.
Well, I tell you, Coach Crane did not want that to happen. A timeout, set an offense, get his team settled to make a run, and then a quick turnover.
And you just turn it right over to him.
Yep. Clock down to 2:40 to go in this game. Harris with the ball.
Puxico is going to have to create some chaos.
Yes. Oh, nice pass off to Caldwell.
And there's Caldwell underneath again. Good pass by Hill.
Nice bounce pass. You said we need to see more of those, and we just saw it. Hill made a nice bounce pass. Caldwell puts it up and in, and that's going to be the 5th foul on Cody Russum of the Puxico Indians. He's had a great tournament, folks. He ends up tonight with 10 points.
Again, he's been in foul trouble the last couple of games. It's limited his scoring.
Jason Wood, the 6'3 senior, will replace Russell. Russell hates to leave the game, and you know he does.
Yep.
The winner of this game will play the winner of the Van Buren-Richland for 5th place. That
Hensley.
Shot wouldn't go, but Hensley with the rebound.
Hensley with the rebound from the second position. And he's had a rather quiet, 15, 16 points?
Got a foul on the floor, 2:17 to go. Or, a turnover, excuse me. Ball out of bounds. Off of the Wildcats. I was working on my scorebook instead of looking to see what happened.
Smith from way
Smith
out.
for a long three, will not go. Hensley with the rebound.
Range.
Rice is going to pull it back. Has the ball taken away by Stewart. It goes right to Harris. Harris from 8. Off the backboard, it goes. Blake Harris now has 9 in the game. 74-56, under 2 minutes to go. Smith inside, going to be fouled. John Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Derek Caldwell, his 4th. Smith's first free throw, he scores it. Smith now with 18 in this game.
It's a good shooter's roll.
Soft touch.
It's just good soft touch.
Second one rolls around, falls in. Harris with a nice spin there on the dribble.
If you want somebody to foul, that's not the person.
No.
I'm talking about committing the foul.
Travis Stewart.
Travis Stewart
His
fouls
5th
out.
foul.
Somebody else should have been. If you're going to start fouling, somebody else needed to foul because he's Puxico's best three-point shooter.
74-58, 146 to go in this game. Puxico or Bloomfield is going to move on to play in the 5th place final unless something strange happens. John Pohl now checking in for Stewart. 74-58 to the line to shoot 2 will be Blake Harris. Harris with a chance to go into double figures. First one scores it. Now has 10. Second one up. Scores it. Well, for a game that had 12 lead changes, you would never know it by the score.
No.
By the clock now.
It's been a closer game than this.
Oh, much closer. Much closer. Harris for the takeaway. Nice bounce pass to Hill. Williams tried to take it away but couldn't, and Hill goes in and scores. Seth Hill now with 8. Smith down the lane, and he's going to have a blocking foul. Blocking foul is going to be on Garrett Rice, his 2nd. The line to shoot 2 will be John Smith.
Now they're both teams in the double bonus.
1:24 to go. Been a well-played game, well-coached game. I like what both coaches have done.
Okay, Bloomfield's clearing the bench. And a well-deserved hand for the players coming off. They played an exceptional game.
Aaron Tilley, Brandon Lutman, Jordan Spirino. Second one good. Also Andrew Wilson in. And Cody Red Cloud for the Wildcats. Got the Dexter Bearcats arriving for their game with the Bernie Mules. Boy, I'm looking forward to that one.
It's going to be
I'm looking forward to that one. Foul that time on Eric Williams to the line to shoot 2 is Aaron Tilley. Tilley is a 6-foot junior. Misses the first. Hits the second one. 79-60. Smith with the ball. Dexter in a 2-3 zone. Pohl now puts one up off the board. Would not go. Smith with the rebound and a shot. He's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Smith is 6 for 6 from the line this quarter. Foul is on Brandon Lutman of the Wildcats. Short on the first one. Shouldn't have said he was 6 for 6.
That's right. And you know, we haven't said anything about Bloomfield's free throw shooting this half because we're going to wait.
I'm going to quit that. Second one good.
Smith's the returning all-tournament player team from last year.
Well, I don't see what will keep him from making it this year.
I don't either. Well, he's going to average 20 points a game.
Right. Lutman with the shot, couldn't get it to go, and off his fingertips out of bounds. 55 seconds to go. Coming in for Bloomfield for Puxico is Brandon Coffey, a 6'4" senior. Going out is Eric Williams. Jason Wood with a shot, would not go. Rebounded by Lutman. Lutman gives to Andrew Wilson. Tilly tried to hit Red Cloud along the baseline. Ball tipped out of bounds. 37 seconds to go. Red Cloud with the ball. Turnaround jump shot will not go. Rebounded in there by Spirano. He puts it up short. Smith comes away with it with 25 seconds to go. Quickly down. Smith goes in, puts it up, scores it. Up. It's going to be a charge foul. Spirano held his ground. Good defense.
You like to see with young men who are sitting on the bench the whole game when they come in, that they want to play a good fundamental game.
Well, he did. He's playing good defense there. Red Cloud with a spin move, puts it up, no good. Smith with the rebound. 5 seconds to go. Smith going to take it to the bowl. Puts it up, he's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on Cody Red Cloud. His first with 1.6 seconds to go. Well, this gym's starting to fill up.
It sure is.
Smith's first free throw is short.
He's given everything he's got, and he's laid it out on the floor. It's a hard-working young man.
He'll definitely need a shower. Second one rolls around, will not go. Red Cloud with a long shot down the court, will not go. And that's the finals of this game. Final score, Bloomfield 79, Puxico 61. We'll be back in just a moment with your stats. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, the final stats of this game you just watched between Bloomfield and Puxico. The scoring for Bloomfield, Jacob McNeil with 4, Blake Harris with 11, Leighton Hensley with 18, Garrett Rice with 5, Seth Hill with 8, Aaron Tilley with 1, Derek Caldwell with 12, Dylan Bader with 5, and Corey Smith with a big 15. Also, Bloomfield, as I said, their Achilles heel this year has been the free throws. They were 21 for 24 tonight from the free throw line.
Yeah, that is one bad free throw shooting team.
Any coach would be happy with 21 for 24.
In the NBA, they'd be happy with 21 for 24.
Gosh, yes. How many three-pointers Bloomfield hit?
Bloomfield just had 1.
Okay. For the Puxico Indians, 4 points to Jason Wood, 6 to Eric Williams, 10 to Cody Russell, 22 to John Smith, 12 to Travis Stewart, 2 to Jonathan Gadberry, 1 to Derek Jones, and 3 to Joey Phillips. Puxico was 14 for 23 from the line and three-pointers.
They had 4, all of them by Travis Stewart.
Okay. Very well played game, both teams. The score does not indicate how close or how good this game was, 79-61. Bloomfield now moves on to play in the 5th place game, and they will be playing the winner of Van Buren Richland. And that game will be coming up. And of course, you'll see that later on YHC TV. Again, Terry, give us a quick recap of what you thought.
I think Bloomfield's depth really got to Puxico. Bloomfield was able to play 10 or 11 people, and they got big contributions from guys we usually don't talk about. We usually talk about the Harrises and the Hensleys. But Derek Caldwell and Garrett Rice and Dylan Bader all played big roles in this game for Bloomfield, and Puxico didn't have that depth. Puxico usually relies on 3 players to score, and that'd be Stuart Russum and of course, John Smith. And John Smith was in the game the whole time, but Russum and Stewart were in foul trouble so much they were out of the game. And just Bloomfield's depth just carried them.
Yep. Well said. It was a good ball game. Again, both coaches worked hard. The players worked extremely hard. And, again, I don't think the score was even close to what the type of game that we saw, 79-61. Bloomfield moves on. Puxico gained a lot of experience in this tournament, 3 good games. And I know Coach Mark Crane and John Walker have to be pleased with that. Dustin Hicks and Jason Carnes and Nathan Connor, coaches over at Bloomfield, they've got to be happy that they're going to be playing in front of the home crowd for 5th place. Well, for Terry McVeigh, I'm Bill Hampton. On the camera tonight, Kim Stokes. I want to thank you for watching, and don't forget, if you're out and about, we want to see you put those seatbelts on because we want to see you at a game in the very near future. Don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, look forward to tomorrow.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Hi everybody, I'm Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, and we're post-game after the Bloomfield Wildcats and the Puxico Indians completed their game here on the 3rd day of the Bloomfield Christmas tournament. I'm beside Mark Crane, head basketball coach of the Bloomfield or the Puxico Indians. And Coach, thank you for coming up. Really appreciate it. Take us through the first half.
Everything was going great. The first quarter, playing well. Started the second quarter playing pretty good. Travis Stewart got hit with 3 quick fouls. Had to come out of the game, and it seemed like, I guess he was a lot more important to the team than we had originally thought. He came out and the wheels just seemed to fall off, especially defensively. We couldn't pressure the ball. Some of our guys got frustrated. We got to work through that. Some of them start crying if fouls calls don't go their way. They start crying. We got to get through that. Just play basketball. And
yeah, you mentioned Travis Stewart. I noticed him during the game. Boy, does he bring a lot of energy to your team.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the thing. He's a catalyst, and when he's playing we call it happy-go-lucky, when he's playing in his style where he's having fun, really getting after the ball, going to it, trying to knock things away, he does a good job. And some of the fouls were little nothing fouls. I mean, they were fouls nonetheless, but fouls that sometimes you get away with, sometimes you don't, and he didn't that time.
Well, into the first quarter, you're ahead 22-16, and beginning of the second quarter, Bloomfield comes out and goes on an 11-0 run. Now, you come back and go on a 9-4 run to end the first half, and it's 33-31. Kind of a typical Bloomfield Puxico game.
Mm-hmm. And we had the momentum going into halftime, well up until the last minute of that second quarter. And we really thought we were going to take the lead and go into halftime with the lead. Came down, got a quick bucket, and then a minute or so left, and we made a terrible pass. Tried to throw a lollipop across court, and they stole it and come down and got 2, and then we just couldn't answer it. And we went into the half I think we were down 2, I believe.
You're down 2 at half, yeah. And final score ends up being 79-61. So Bloomfield comes out in the second half and scores 46 points. They really got on a roll. Everything they tried to do seemed to work well for them.
And they went back with their normal starters. Some of their guys didn't start. They normally start the game. So that we expected them to have more intensity. And we warned our guys, that Bloomfield is a pretty physical place to play, especially during the Christmas tournament. And Cody Russum come out in the third quarter and picked up 4 fouls. He didn't have any in the first half. Picked up 4 fouls in the third quarter, and in my opinion, playing the exact same defense he did the first half. Just the way it goes, he just got caught more often. He wasn't as sneaky the third quarter, I guess. And then we usually do really well. We're known to have a letdown sometimes during the game, and today, instead of it being in the third quarter, we waited till the fourth quarter, and we had a major letdown.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about the rest of your season.
Right now, it's get back to school and start all over with the practice, get them going, get them. We're going to start back at square one on offense. If we could get the guys to run an offense, we could compete a lot better. We would have had a much better showing in this tournament if we could run an offense. They know the offense, they run it in spurts, and when they do really well out of it. And then, for whatever reason, we got a couple of guys that decide, forget the offense, let's just take it to them, and then that shoots you in the foot every time.
Well, pretty good first half. Pretty good tournament, coming out with a coming out with a victory the first night, and you've gotten to play 3 games, gotten the kids a lot of experience, and we wish you a lot of luck down the stretch.
Thank you.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
I am Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, and now I'm joined with Coach Dustin Hicks of the victorious Bloomfield Wildcats. Coach, 79-61, congratulations, but a little bit closer game than what the score ended up being.
Yeah, it really was. It was a 2-point ball game at the half.
Sure was.
Very similar. We played them earlier this year. They're kind of going through what we went through last year with they just lack of depth, and you know, you want to play up tempo, and you know that's the way we play. And I know they want to play that way, but I just see some similarities in the fact you just run out of gas. You know, we run in 9 to 10 guys, and they're only running about 5 or 6, 7. It makes it tough, and we felt like they really started losing their legs there in the second half. Really started showing up in the second quarter. A lot of tired shots from them. We rebounded a little bit better, and then in the second half, when they was really fatigued, we just kept going inside.
You know, this is a tough tournament. Usually the games are pretty close, and you play so physical, and everybody really tries to ramp up the defense for this tournament. And boy, come the third day, kids are tired.
Right, they really are. They're fatigued. It happening on a weekend this year, having that Sunday break, really makes a difference for teams. Got to play that third and fourth day. We came in. We had a good practice on Sunday. We don't go up and down as much as we would have liked. Probably we did a lot since we came off that Bernie loss. We wasn't as happy with that performance, but the boys came out well. And then again, with our depth, we can kind of continue. We don't get as fatigued as maybe some of the other teams do.
Now, first half, pretty much a typical Bloomfield Puxico game. Very, very close, very physical. 2-point ball game at halftime. Second half, you guys come out and score 46 points.
Right. And the big thing was they were struggling with interior. The boys started recognizing matchups a little bit more. You know, we want to get out and run, but if they were just struggling guarding our post players, we wanted to make sure we kept getting them touches. And
I was sitting up in the stands with a friend of mine, and I said, boy, you know, I think we pointed out that there was like 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the game, and I said, you know, if I had a guard come down and not pass it to number 30 Caldwell or Hensley, he'd be sitting on the bench.
Right.
Because they didn't have an answer for those two guys.
No, we've really been waiting for that. Derek was our go-to guy on the JV last year, and he's really kind of bulked up this year. And Hensley's kind of he's got really good post moves, but when he can draw a 4-man instead of a 5, it really helps him. It helps his matchup, and then we've got 2 guys scoring. Smith kid does a great job, but again, he's 5'10". He's not the presence that Caldwell is. So having Derek and Leighton both down there together, we really get a good presence for them.
Well, they just didn't have an answer for those 2 guys, especially down the stretch. You've got the winner.
The winner of tonight, Richland and Van Buren.
Okay.
Played Richland once this year in a double overtime game here at our place, so a little familiar with what they try to do. Van Buren, again, that's where I came from before here, so I coached 3 years over there before I came to Bloomfield. The group that is seniors now was my first 7th grade group, so I had them.
Now, are you going to have a tendency to yell at them when they make mistakes?
No, I don't think so. I've been gone for a couple years now. We're still really close friends. They're really good kids, and I wish them nothing but the best. But either way, we played Van Buren in the first round last year, so we've already gotten past the whole rivalry thing. So either way, we'll try to come out and compete. That Richland and Van Buren are kind of a contrast of styles out there, so we'll just try to be prepared for whatever they throw at us.
Well, come up and see us after the game tomorrow, win or lose, and we wish you an awful lot of luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Thanks for